This is the reason why so many career-driven women have problems in the dating world. A lot of these women aren't staying in their physical lane or their mental lane when it comes to the men. Because now you want these men that make all this here money and do all of these here things for you, which is a very small percentage of men. If you say, I want a man that make $100,000, you eliminated 85% of all men. 85%, that leaves you 15%. Half of that 15% is married. 7.5%. Half of them gay. Or live an alternative lifestyle. Take that down to 3.5%, 4% that you got to choose from. Then you want him over 6 feet, 2%. He can't be obese, 1%. You don't like Sagittarius, Leos, or Cancers. Well, now you at 0.5% of a man that you got to look for. You got to find him, and then he got to like you back. That type of man that makes that type of money has requirements for a woman too that now you have to meet. This is why so many women are struggling that make money when they step out here into the dating world because they're unrealistic for their dating pool.
I feel like this may be the main topic for so many podcasts. I feel like I've seen this version of this topic like a million and one times. Mm-hmm. So what's the question? Are women setting unrealistic standards? I think both sexes are kind of setting unrealistic standards because, you have these, what's it called, high value men, oh God, I'm just, I've said this before, and yes, we, come from a background of this, we started as a podcast, but I think there are too many podcasts and they're just talking about some crazy stuff.
But this is, I think the reason why we see this topic all the time is because that's where we're adults and lots of people are coupling up or looking for love or looking for companionship, and that's the age that we're in now. If now podcasts were more common amongst boomers, it would be centering more on health and signs of a heart attack or whatever it is, because that's the, do you understand? So for this situation, I mean, I've always told my girlfriends, especially those who live outside Nigeria, broaden your horizons and look beyond Nigerian men. You understand? There's some friends of mine that never ever considered Caucasian men or Korean men or whatever, because they just want that Yoruba love. But what if the love of your life and the kind of person you're trying to meet is not, is hard to find? Like he said, you want somebody, in America, over $100,000 for a lot of people is good money. You want him to be this. And again, another thing I always say is, please don't be too disappointed if you don't meet this criteria. Don't start looking for men in that criteria as well. Do you understand? You are earning $20,000, but you want a man who earns $100,000. Sister, where are you going to even see him? Do you understand? So,
I think there was something that I saw online where this woman has like 2 or 3 kids and she was thinking from a man that didn't have any children.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
That's interesting.
You understand? So look,
there's with things like this, we all have like our list, but I think when it comes down to it, like you might have a list of 10 things. When it comes down to it, you probably have 3 things on that list that are non-negotiable. But we always look at the, like the full list, like, oh, he needs to do this, he needs to do that, he needs to be whatever. Do you understand? So I really think it's important to really pray over stuff like this. And then to really be specific, and then to really know what you can take and what you can't take. Because as much as you're saying, I want a guy that earns like 6-7 figures or whatever, you might think that's important, and then you might put on you might still have on your list, I want somebody that's kind. I think when it comes down to it, kind should be absolutely non-negotiable. The 6-7 figures, that should be negotiable. But there's some people that don't know what should be on the non-negotiable list and what should be on the negotiable list. So you're there saying, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want that. And when it comes down to it, there are 3 or 4 things that are absolutely 100% necessary for you.